Hello, and welcome to the latest installment of MegoMuseum's Mint Off Card. And we've got a special one this week. I always have to do my favorite monster of all time, and that would be the Frankenstein monster. And this is a special episode because Mego has released a Boris Karloff Universal Monster. I'm sure many of you already knew that. There have been a lot of 8-inch Frankenstein figures, frankly, but very few based on Boris Karloff. There's been this and the Azrak Hamway International one from the 1970s, and I'll get into that a little bit later. This is an exciting thing for me. The last couple of Frankensteins were, of course, not licensed. They were kind of generic, and they were based on the MC Toys Glenn Strange head sculpt with some modifications. So not only has Mego gone and got the big license, Universal Monsters, but they've done Karloff, which is just fantastic. As you can see, the card art is scenes from the film itself. It's a black and white photo with the figure popping up in color. I personally don't hate this. I think it looks pretty cool. I look forward to the other takes like the Wolfman, and I actually haven't seen the bride yet, so I'm curious to see what she looks like on the card. Flipping to the back, it's got the typical portrait of the character, and we've got our usual credits of Dr. Mego. The sculptor is Sean Sansom, and the seamstress is Rachel Baker. Somebody came to me and asked me if the head was taken from another toy or something. I just want to quickly state that, no, it was a sculpt from scratch. I know the sculptor personally, just full disclosure, and he had shown me the original clays, and I was lucky enough to get them to show you right here. You can see this is before it's all polished and sent off. Any resemblance to another toy or is completely coincidental. This was a sculpt from scratch by a pro. In fact, this is the same person who sculpted the Frankenstein that was based on Glenn Strange for MC Toys and was later used by Mego in a more generic format. So this is a kind of a cool Frankenstein lineage. So as nice as this looks on the card, the show is called Mint Off Card. It's time to tear him right out of this package and play with him. Join me, will you? So, as I mentioned before the montage, the only time that they've done an 8-inch Boris Karloff Frankenstein in this style would be back in the 1970s by Azrak Hamway. And I kind of view this figure as almost like the perfect Frankenstein toy. It is a toy, definitely a toy, and not a statue, not a collectible. But it also had a killer head sculpt, and that is because AHI just copied the beautiful Bill Lemon sculpted Aurora monster model from the 1960s. Having said that, I really feel that Mego's latest Frankenstein may be one of my favorite Frankenstein figures of all time. Preference is everything, of course, and it's personal. But this hits all the buttons for me. It is a toy, but it also has the right amount of detail for my preference anyway. I just really like it's not overly detailed, but it just nails it. I'm very happy with it. I'm especially in love with the return of the big boots. These are obviously Kiss boots painted black, but they work perfectly for Frankenstein, and I'm really glad Mego included them. It's also nice to see him in a black jacket. The Universal Style Guide for a long time insisted Frankenstein be in this kind of like green sport coat, which didn't really reflect anything that was in the movie. It's very clearly black. The sleeves on this are a little too short. You know, they should probably come to the mid-forearm and not the elbow. But that's a minor quibble, and that sure won't keep me up night. I love the expression on the face. All in all, this is a pretty fantastic Frankenstein action figure, and I'm a guy who really doesn't need another Frankenstein figure. I mean, if you look at the montage, you can see I have an abundance over here, and probably wouldn't have picked this up if it was another Glenn Strange take. But, you know, Mego got me again just by mentioning it was going to be Karloff. That's something I haven't seen. Everything from the coloration to the outfit to the head sculpt it's just pure joy for me. I am a huge fan of this figure, and I highly recommend it. And I really hope that I get a Hammer Frankenstein to go with this somewhere down the line. But, fingers crossed. Anyway, I would love to know your opinion of this Frankenstein. Are you going to pick it up, or are you Frankensteined out? Let me know in the comments below. You can also reach me in our Facebook group, Megomania, or at the forums at MegoMuseum.com. There's really no wrong way to go about it, and I'd really like to hear your thoughts, so let me know. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you'll hit like and subscribe if you're new to this. Until next time, buy what you like. Cheers.